Oh, there it is. Yeah. We're starting from the first scene, 1-5. And we'll work our way up. And then we'll do the next scene, 7-6, and we'll work our way up. And that's how we're gonna do it. So first, Galactic Ray, 1-5. I think he kind of rushed his scores in on the last day. So he was probably not in the mood to sit down and grind. Okay, Yoshi. Maybe I could turn up the music a bit. Alright, a nice shot. Oh. Kind of looks like he could pretty easily get 200k. This is Kumori. Very quick taps with the photo. Looks like he's doing like one frame tap. That one was held a bit, but the first two photos were like tapped for one frame. Ooh. See, just add this photo to the previous run, and the previous run would be like maybe even almost 210k. Next we have Scrub. He's playing IN, Imperishable Night, where you go inside and graze. Nice one. That's a lucky timing, actually, that one. He got a lucky zoom frame. Well, it's not RNG to get that zoom frame, but it may as well be luck, since it's a zoom frame. It's kind of hard to get a consistent zoom frame. Almost 200k. Terry Lemon. Big jump in score here, 223. Nice. I can see he guided up the camera lens there by switching to focus speed and moving. Nice. Okay. He might understand how that works. I think the manual actually explains how that works, but I bet most people don't read the manual. Very good. This is really good, actually. Very good. The last photo, yeah, the last photo will kind of wreck his potential there, but the really good first 4 photos. If he keeps playing that scene, you know, he's on his way to a much better score. TSG. It's a lucky zoom frame. Always nice to have. See, that one has almost the same timing, but that photo sucks. A lucky zoom frame on that would be several thousand points higher. Had some issues getting her in the center for the 4th photo. Wow, look at that final photo. That's a big photo. This is a lucky zoom frame as well. 2 lucky zoom frames in the run. Okay, now these top 3 scores, they're all around the same area, because this is like around this is what you will start getting when you're getting like perfect or near perfect runs. You start getting the 240 pluses. I know his best score is 246, which, man, that is pretty close to perfect. Alright, so Kirby comments? Yeah, so he's limiting his his horizontal movement, because the butterflies spawn based on where you are. And you want the butterflies, you see those red butterflies in the photos, you want them to be aimed into the corners. Hello. Alright, he's getting very early timings on these nice shot, which is almost perfect. Lucky zoom frame on that one. This pace is incredibly good. Incredibly good pace. Almost perfect. And then the last photo fucked it up. But incredibly good pace, so very good run. The last photo is a lot harder. You have to do it a bit different from the others. Next we have my run. So at the start I tap in charge speed right like 4 or 5 times. Because being a bit off center optimizes the butterflies more, and it looks like my first photo in this one is terrible. I remember that later on I started resetting unless I got almost 41 or something. Good early timings. So you see how before I took that photo, I had to go left and then up. Well, you want to delay going left until right after she's fired the red bullets. And if you time your movement just right, you can still make it up in time to aim the photo and time the photo. It's tricky. And lastly we have Ia. He's also playing Ian, Imperishable Knight at the start. See, he's a bit off-center. You count to 6 based on the pulsing movement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. That's how I time the photos at least. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he doesn't take that photo. Maybe it was in retaliation to the RNG with the white spiral. It's high. That's a higher photo than I've ever had. That one. This photo seems like it hits the perfect zoom frame probably. Let's see. What is my best? See, this isn't an early photo, but I think hitting the perfect zoom frame on an early 1.49 shot has consistently given me higher photos on the first 4 photos. Like on the first 4 photos, my best is always that that one zoom frame. But I don't think I ever hit that zoom frame, or at least I never hit that zoom frame and got wriggle centered and got good butterflies on the last photo. Alright, next we're gonna do the Remilia scene. This was probably the one I ended up playing the most during STS. Hello, hello. Let me turn up the speech bot a bit so that I can absolutely hear it. Alright. So this scene got a lot of submissions, 10 submissions. See, there's a lot of them. So let me start with Galacta Ray, G-Ray. Alright, so he is spawning some bats. He's not just trying to clear it as efficiently as possible. Like he is, see, he spawned some bats there. This scene is hard. Oh wait, is he gonna die? No, it's an aimed photo at the end. Okay. Next we have Yoshi. He's also spawning bats. See, one thing that about this scene that you don't immediately know, but that you do recognize based on repeat play, is that the bats are more important than the knives. Getting a lot of bats in the picture will give you more score than just getting a lot of knives. Which is why the last photos, even though there's more knives on the last photo, it doesn't necessarily score any better, because it's more about the bats. And yeah, it's pretty hard to bunch up as many bats as possible in a photo. And there's actually a limit to how many bats you can get, because the bats disappear after some time. So there is, I suppose, a perfect amount of bats you can get. There's a limit. So his strategy is like, it's like score survival. He's spinning around the whole screen to utilize his spacing. He's even taking defensives. He utilizes the space to make sure he's never in any extreme danger. But he still tries to get some bats in. Oh, oh, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? Holy shit.
Kirby comment says the bats are a bit hard to see with this background.
Wow. I was looking at that. I was like, whoa. that was some epic dodging. All right, Ari. Big jump in score here. From 500 to 800. So will probably be more on the score end than survival. Alright, so you can see that while the previous replays they were moving a lot to, you know, make it a bit easier for themselves. Ari is choosing to limit his movements to bunch up the bats to get the better photos. Which is, yes, it's harder, but it is the better way to play for a high score, of course. The bats start firing after they're locked into place, and they're locked into place a certain amount of time after Remelia starts spawning them, and it is hard to see the timer for when each bat will start firing is hard to see when you're moving around slowly and all the bats are trailing behind you. You have to really pay attention to tell which bat is which. When will they start firing? Like how slow can I move until a bat spawns on me and fires at me? You know, it's hard. It's a hard thing in this scene. Okay, the last two photos basically start getting really crazy with the knives, especially the last one. Yeah, he does not want to deal with that bullshit of the last photo. Understandable. Kumori, 900. He has a similar opener. He starts above Remelia and slowly goes up and around to the left. I think that's pretty similar to what Ari was doing.
Kumori says, I thought swords were more important for score.
Oh, you did. Its bats actually are the most important. Okay, yeah, he's trying to lead Remelia into the bats, which is because of Remelia's randomness. It's very hard to control that.
Silly me. Kirby comment says, it's hard to really know what's worth more since you can't see base value. Feels more trial and error, that kind of thing in STS.
I mean, you learn by playing, yeah. Like what's going on with the photos. Like I realized just how little the knives were worth when I started seeing the last few photos over and over and over. How many knives there are in the picture, and yet what the photos are really getting. That bats are the most important. Dagoff with another 900. Okay, he's doing a different opener.
Kirby comment says, TBH, I don't think I really got an idea of how much bats are worth versus knives.
He's got a good beginning here. Almost 200 on the first two photos. Now Remelia just... Oh, yeah, he didn't want to wait because he was worried that he would get knifed. What the hell is this? What? Oh my god. I don't know what his plan was there. Was he gonna use that as a he was trying to use that as a defensive, I think. And accidentally got Remy. Oh, you could have definitely aimed that photo at Remy there. Okay, he doesn't want to get Remy with the defensives.
Yeah, that was definitely not on purpose.
Yeah. The way he moves just looks really fluid, like he's good at dodging.
Says, by the way, I'm not the...
Okay, my bad. Next we have PCB. That's True's PCB, right? Yeah.
Dagov2 who says, hello.
Hello, Dagoff. We just showed you replay. This one gets more than 1 million. Okay, so his opener is a bit different again. I think Remilia will move right, yeah. Good. I think you can take... okay, is she gonna move right? Yeah. Splendid. What's he gonna do now? Defensive. Another defensive. Now he's gonna retry creating the bats. Okay. Spreading them out too much. Yeah, that's not gonna be a very good photo. That can be pretty good. Take. Oh, okay. Looks like he's panicking a lot. Like he just needs some practice for this. Oh. You got... Nice photo. Okay. Yeah, I think... Yeah, just take it. No? What the fuck? Holy shit, okay. See, just look at how many knives are in that picture, that last picture. That's a lot of knives. Alright, next we have Kirby comment. Now we have another score jump from up to 1.2 million. So I can tell you right now, the difference between 1 million and 1.2 million is really big. You need a lot of discipline to start scoring 1.2 million. Very good first photo. Good RNG, good execution, good everything. He seems to, yeah, he's doing ES strats. Okay, she moved really far down, which fucked up the score. Oh, look at that. That's good dodging, She moved far down again. This hurts to watch because you're getting really unlucky. Your photos, both those photos would have been a lot higher if you didn't get unlucky. Okay. This is subtle, but he's spreading out the bats too much. So that hurts the potential. So that time he didn't get unlucky, but just spreading out the bats more. Yeah, spreading out the bats more again. And Remy is probably gonna go left right now, which is good. There we go. Defensive, good. When you do this strat, sometimes you really need to take a defensive right after the normal photo, especially on later photos, because otherwise the bats that are left over can fuck up the pattern. Good. Very good. Okay, the last photo is really dangerous, but he's getting good luck. Very nice. Very, very nice. So that's a 1.2 million run. There's only one 200k plus photo in it, but it's not the easiest thing in the world to get those. Next we have Kana. Another 1.2. He has a different strats. See, he gets it. He's really limiting his movements, and he understands. He can see. I think he can see which bats are going to fire. When are the bats gonna fire? Like he can see that, like, okay, this bat, spawned like 1 second ago, it's not gonna fire yet, so he passes over it. Okay, it looks like maybe he wasn't happy with the movement RNG. Alright. What he's basically doing is something very similar to ES strat, except the mirrors on the left side. It's very similar. She's gonna go left here, which is really bad. Yeah, yeah. Would have been a big photo if she was in a better position. Okay, he's still trying his best to not spread out the bats. He's gonna go right. Very good. Really good. He's not getting fucked by the vertical movement RNG. Okay, what's he gonna do here? Defensive. Okay, this looks like it's gonna be really dangerous. He's really close to the left when he's creating these bats. Yeah, he does not want to wait for Remelia to spawn more bats, because Remelia would have to go left and then right again. And he probably figured, if I wait that long, I'm probably gonna die to all these knives. Next we have my run. It's 1.4. Another big jump. I try to move very little to not spread out bats, and I've basically memorized an invisible box that I try not to go outside as much as possible. I try not to go outside it because the bats can spawn anywhere in a certain radius around you, and as long as you stay within a certain sized box, even bats that spawn really far from you will can probably still be in the picture. But it does depend a lot on where Remelia will move. If Remelia moves bad, you're forced to lose bats. Okay. See, I'm a bit too high there, but there's just no helping it.
Kirby comment says, so you try to place the photo in more or less the same spot so it matches with the invisible box you memoed.
Yeah. And if Remelia is placed badly relative to where I've spawned the bats, I will gamble and hope that I can get a good photo anyway, or I will take a defensive, get out of there, and take some more defensives until I can reset the strats. So for the last photo, you want to do it a little bit different to adapt to how many knives there's going to be. And yeah, that worked really well. Very lucky. I got really good RNG on this run. Really good movement RNG. I would say that's the main reason this run is any good. Is the movement RNG was just good all around. Next we have Ia. He also gets 1.4. And 1.46, there's quite a big difference between 1.46 and 1.42. At that level, you know, these differences really start to matter a lot. I've had high 1.3s many times and low 1.4s a few times. Like 3 times, I think, low 1.4. It's hard to get a high 1.4. A lot harder. See, we're doing the same strat, but I noticed that I think one kind of difference he does that I don't think so much about, because I'm not even sure if that's the right choice to think about just yet. I don't know. Is, to me it seems like he slightly adapts the position of this invisible box depending on where Remelia is when he starts. So if Remelia starts high when he starts creating the bats, he adapts the size of the he adapts the position of the invisible box by starting a bit higher as well. That's what it looks like to me. And since she can still go down, I don't actually know if that is the right choice, but I've been thinking about maybe trying that some as well, like start slightly higher if Remelia is a bit higher, and hope that she doesn't move down too much from there. See, he starts really far to the left when he starts creating these bats for the last photo. That's to get the knives to, you know, be more to the left, so that was a very solid run as well. He had an amazing start, the first 3 photos, the pace is crazy. Alright, next scene. We have 9-6. This scene is a fan favorite. It's probably the most played scene in the series, right? It has to be this one. The top 3, the global top 3, not the top 3 for this tournament, the global top 3 is absolutely nuts for this scene. It's complete madness. 915k, 899k, 895k. These numbers are insane.
Yet it has over 100 entries on RF.
So we start with G-Ray. Looks like it's probably more of a survival run, this one. Yeah. He wants to just finish a run so he has something to submit. That's for sure. Oh. All right. Didn't even need to finish it. Just play and have something to submit.
Kirby
TSG.
Says, AAA.
350. Yeah, I mean, when I saw the score was that low, I'm not sure how low of a score you get with just a clear, so maybe I should have known that it probably wouldn't clear. Okay, he timed the first photo with glow. He gets a glowy picture. Okay, second photo is just a survival photo. Another survival photo. So I talked about this to the participants, so it's not a secret how you score on this scene. You basically listen to the chimes. Yeah, you listen to the chimes, and about 2/3 of the way through a chime until the next chime, that's the photo timing, and then you see in this photo there's a yellow glow. You get that yellow glow, you get a bunch of extra score, and other than that, it's also there's more timings where you want the bullets to. There's here, for example, there's this green. It spirals around clockwise, these green bullets. Well, if you get the spirals into the corners of the photo, obviously that scores more. So you wait 7 chimes for the first photo, then you wait 9 more chimes, and then you wait 9 more chimes again. Those are the timings, and then. There's timings for the 4th and the 5th and the 6th, and there's timings for all the photos, but it gets more and more advanced the further down the rabbit hole you go. So first 3 photos is like a good start. Okay, next we have Terry, 500, so a big jump here.
Kirby comment says, I thought it was 6 2/3 and then 9.3/4 SLOL.
Okay, he's not getting the timings, but he's getting a good timing for the not for the green bullet on that one. He was getting good timings for the green bullets on the first 2, but he wasn't hitting the yellow glow. But he's getting 2 shots. He's getting 2 shots. Getting a 2 shot is huge for your score. Another 2 shot. Oh, look at that. It just opened up for him. Alright, he didn't get a 2-shot on the last, but still a lot of 2-shots. Kumori, another 500. That's good timing. If you miss the 9, if you're not on time after you've waited 9 chimes, you wait 6 more chimes, and then you wait 6 more again and again. That's how it works. There are multiple acceptable timings for the 4th photo, but there's 2 timings I would call acceptable for the 5th. And the one you choose will determine what happens on the 6th and the 7th. Oh, look, you can go up, wow. Another one where they both got really nice luck to just kind of dash up. Wow, okay. It's actually a game over. 565 with a game over, that's pretty good scoring. Alright, 699. That's probably not a game over then. Street Machino. Okay, we got glow timing. 10, 6, 3, there we go. That was slightly late. You can see that it's slightly late if you see all the yellow bullets that have spawned are stacked and they're not glowing. Then you're a bit late and you lose around 15,000 points. Something like that. Okay, he was a bit early on that one. But it was a good timing for the composition of the green and light blue bullets. Another good timing for the that was timed 1 shine later, but that's actually good for this phase. So here he's copying Ia's setup. There we go. Very good setup. He got the glow timing on the 6th photo. Basically, you wait a couple of chimes, then you take a photo of a defensive of the light blue bullets, and then hopefully there will be a path up. And if not, then you wait for 3 more light blue bullets to pass you, and then you try it again. Alright, so the last photo is not very high, but that's just how it goes. Good pace other than that. The last photo is of course the hardest. Kirby Comet scoring just 500 points roughly, 650 points more or something. Not gonna quick math, you know. Oh, okay.
Seaman Perry says, quick maths.
Ooh. These timings are awkward.
650.
Yeah, these timings are not quite right. But I imagine he's gonna make up for it by getting good boss shots. Getting 2 shots and getting good boss shots. There we go, 2.0 boss shot. Wow, what the fuck? What is with so many of these replays getting such good RG on the 6th? This is insane. Like, this isn't normal, I'm just telling you. It's not normal to suddenly get a freebie up there. Nice, nice. Much better score on the last photo than Street Machino. Next we have Pingwall getting another 700. Mistimed. But he knows his timing, like he knew what to do. That's for sure. He knows the timings. Very good timing and good luck as well. 143. What is he gonna do? Oh, okay. He looks like he got the timing, but he didn't get a high boss shot on the 6th photo. Oh, yeah, there was an opportunity there. 117. So all of them are having a lot of issues scoring high on the last photo. I mean, finishing on the last photo is just so hard, you know. Okay, so here's my run 800 on this one. I've had a lot of 800s during this tournament, maybe a dozen, like 15 maybe. 10, 15, 10, 20, no, not 20, I don't think, 15. I've gotten so many 800s. I'm just waiting for an 800 that will be a bit higher. 860, 870, you know, something like that. But it hasn't come yet. A lot of yellow bullets in my way. Good timing. You need to be patient on this phase because you don't want to take, at least I don't want to take photos that aren't going to score high, so I need to be patient. There we go. Decent pace. That's defensive. I copied that from Ia. And then I tried to make it through all of that, and I couldn't get up in time, so I try again. We're gonna let those fall around me. There's another defensive. Now I'm gonna go through this wall, or try to. Nope, can't go through it. Now I have to let... Okay, there. Okay, I don't have quite enough time to charge up now, actually, but it's fine, because I'm getting good RNG. I mistimed the 6th photo. That's a shame. But I got a good timing on the last photo, and I got good luck. We got the glow timing, and good luck with the score, like good luck with the bullet density. Next, we've got
X 1.7.
Ia, 887. Ia's best is 915,000.
Last was great.
So, and I watched him stream this. He's getting high 800s, a lot of them. Like, he's getting 870 and 880 a lot. I'm a bit jealous, but I'm gonna... I want to keep trying to see if I can start getting some of those as well. I've played this scene for about... by now, I guess 150 hours or so on this scene, so... it's... I need to stay patient, man. Stay patient, see if I can get to that level. Okay, he didn't get great luck, but he got a good timing and good boss shot. The luck is just okay. Basically, his next two photos are both gonna be very good. I can already tell by what his score is right now. Because you can get a much higher score than this on after 5 photos. It just requires some luck as well. Alright. Where is... okay. 180, that is a lucky score number. Good timing and everything, but it's a lucky... like, getting 180 requires luck. And 190... this 190 is mainly due to getting a good boss shot, in addition to the glow timing. It's not. This is not a lucky photo. It is just a well executed one. Meanwhile, the 6th photo is both well executed and lucky. All right. So this was an interesting scene, I hope. Next we have EX3. EX3 sadly did not get a lot of submissions because I'm a bit disappointed in that, because EX3 has so many different strats you can do. So many different strats. I think most people did the same strat.
These were crazy.
So BRD suck. Who is this? BRD suck. I want to make sure I know who it is, so let me look at the leaderboard.
Kirby comment says, Master suck.
Oh, Master suck. Master suck. Okay. $1.2 million. So it is a scoring run. He's just not gonna be using the same strategy. Alright, that's not a strategy I think I've seen before, to be honest. I'm surprised doing it that way scores 232. What? Wow. See, that photo scored less than the one before it. Look at the size difference of the photos, and the second one scored less. What? What? I guess, yeah, he's...
Boss shot maybe.
The boss shot is higher on the first one, yeah, that's true. But it's so small. And there's no two shot. What? 360?
Kirby comment says,
this is like a surprise box. Like, you never know what you're gonna get with these photos. All right, what's gonna happen here? 150. Well, wow.
whatever
I don't even know.
Master suck is a genius.
Wait, give me 30 seconds.
Says, there is number 2 shot on the second photo either. Mogler 5K says, what? Jack the Avenger says, stupid bullets. Kirby comment says, number 2 shot.
There, I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright, I think next four replays will probably all do the same strat. Judging by these scores. You certainly can get 2.5 million with one of the weaker strats, but it's considerably harder than just using the best strat if you want to score that high, I think. Okay, so this is by True's PCB. And I think I watched him get this run, so yeah, he's gonna do this strat. Okay, so you take a defensive at just the right time, you dash up and start charging at just the right position and the right time, then you move into a certain portion of Yukari's sprite where you don't collide with her and you don't get killed by the bullets. And then at just the right time, you stop charging and you go right and down, and then you take a nice shot when you get to 100% charge, and it all just barely works out. It's almost as if Sun anticipated this strategy, because everything just happens to fall in place with this strategy. So The strategy for this scene is pretty cool in my opinion. He's damn, he's unlucky. He's losing all the 50-50s. I just call it a 50-50 because in this scene is static. There is no luck with the photo. It's always the same. But depending on what timings you get, you either lose or gain a lot of score. And the timings seem to change every zoom frame. Or maybe every other zoom frame. But basically they change extremely rapidly. So two identical looking photos can score completely different. But in reality they're one zoom frame apart. Okay, so he gets 2 good timings and 3 bad timings. But he manages to do the strat all the way through. Without any big flaws in terms of boss shot or anything like that. So 2.5 mil. Next we have Ia.
Basically,
2.6.
on the first 3 zoom frames, you get under 500. Kirby comment says, and then zoom frame.
This is the best timing. He gets the second. He just took the second time the photo scores high. So basically, first few zoom frames the score is low, and then it gets high, and then it gets low, and then it gets high again. That's another perfectly timed photo. Those are both the second fastest high-scoring nice shot. So an earlier nice shot, which still gets a good timing, you would see that the nice shot looked bigger, and you might think that, well, that would be better, but it's actually worse for some reason than the timing he took there. And the third photo just happened to be slightly later than the first 2, so he loses all that score. Once again, he gets the best timing. He's never getting the second best timing so far. Just the best and a bad one. His timings are so consistent. If the third photo just was 1 or 2 zoom frames earlier, this run would have destroyed my and Kirby Comments runs, and it might even have been a new record if that happened. Okay, so Kirby Comments slightly more. See, that's a really late timing, but it's still on a good zoom frame, so it still scores an acceptable number if you're not aiming for a record, basically. It's still acceptable for 2.6 million. The record is 2.64.
Jack the Avenger says,
better timing?
So these are the best replays of the tournament.
I'm showing all the replays of the tournament. I've heard that quite a few people had replays they never submitted, but it is what it is. I'm showing everything that was submitted.
Jack the Avenger says, seems good.
The second and the fourth both have very good timings, and he has yet to lose a 50-50. Good. And mine, it's another 2.6. You can't get 2.7 anyway. The highest possible score is something like 2.66, which would be 532 on every photo. It's the same strat again. Nothing different as far as I know. You wanna aim up. When you take the photo, you wanna aim it up for maybe like 2 frames. That's I'm not sure exactly how many frames, but I would guess 2 frames. So that Yukari is slightly lower in the photo. It's very, very subtle. But if you do that, you actually improve the potential of your photos by a few thousand.
Whatever says, very subtle differences in play style though, which is fun to observe. Kirby comment says 532,060 x5 equals 2,660,300.
So basically, this run is pretty balanced. All the photos are good. None of the photos are like really great. Maybe actually the last one will be great, I guess, judging by what my high score is. Yeah, the last one was great. All the others were merely good. But we didn't lose a 50-50, and that counts for a lot. That's everything for Shoot a Bullet. Next we're gonna move on to Double Spoiler. And Double Spoiler has 6 scenes rather than Shoot a Bullet's 4, and there are a couple of reasons for that. Number 1 is Double Spoiler has more scenes. And number 2 is Double Spoiler has 2 characters, so I figured, well, there's just more categories in Double Spoiler in general, so 6 and 4 seemed reasonable. So, and no one protested, so I figured it was fine. Like that. Alright, so we start from 1-4 with Aya. Got a lot of submissions here. And I think kind of like 1-5 in Shoot a Bullet. A lot of people submitted something for it that they didn't try as hard in as maybe people that submitted for other scenes. Which was kind of the point of these low-level scenes to begin with, was something that like is easier to get a submission for. Same with 1-5 in Shoot a Bullet, I figured. Like it's gonna be easier for people to get a submission for this. So I wanted to include at least 1 or 2 scenes like that. And this was the one in Double Spoiler. No, wait, I didn't look at who. Galacta Ray, okay. 68,000. He seems to be, definitely seems to be winging it a bit. Okay. These lasers are static, so you can memorize places to go. And the red bullets are random, and the way she moves is random, other than that she always stops in the same place. Okay, that's a completely different save spot he just used. Really, really interesting. I thought this would be more of a survival run when I saw the score, 68. Like, I figured he probably wouldn't try so hard with the photos, but yeah, he's dead. So yeah, very rushed submission, that one. Of course, he could keep playing, and he could definitely finish a run. 159 GRY. GRY. Let me just check who that is.
Whatever says, graced.
Graced. Okay. Sorry, I'm bad with the limitations of the letters you can put into the game. Sometimes I get confused. grazed. Okay, 159. So big jump. This is like definitely a score run. So he goes, yeah, he goes into the hat, which is basically the strat, but there's a lot of nuance to this. If you wanna score higher, there's a lot of nuance to this. But at the very least, going into the hat, into the safe spot there is a good start.
I do like how balanced the scores are for 1 to 4. Pretty balanced jumps.
All right, so he has some problems with the timing and the boss shot. It looks like his photos are a bit late, and because they're a bit late, he doesn't aim the photo up because he's like, okay, if I start aiming the photo up now, the nice shot will go down even more. So as a result, he gets problems with both the nice shot and the boss shot. But he did the strat. He went into the hat and used the safe spot. Let's see if I believe there are other ways you can score on this scene, but I don't really remember what they are, to be honest. The first replay was kind of doing some kind of alternative. Alright. He's also having problems with the boss shot. His photos aren't aiming up, and as a result, Minoriku is really high in all the photos. Next we have Kumori. Another, like you said, small jumps, baby steps between these replays. Okay, so she's not aiming the photo up either. Yeah, 1.8 something boss shot on every photo, I think. So they're all making the same mistake so far. But otherwise, it's kind of the same. Well, Graced was waiting for the RNG to clear up a bit more. And Kumori was rushing, wanna clear it really fast. Let's see if Truce will aim the photo up. Yeah, there we go. 2.0 boss shot. Just memorize the safe spot over there. Nice. Ooh. Ah, it was on pace for more. But the last photo is bent. That sucks. Good first two photos though. 59 is not bad. You know, some more photos like that. Maybe he could get 180. TSG, another small jump. 176. So maybe this run will have a 60 in it. Maybe not. 58. He aims the photo up, which is good. And the timing was good on the second photo. If a bit early, in this scene you actually want a nice shot timing that is a bit late. So right at the transition point between 1.5 and 1.4. So basically either an extremely late 1.5 or a 1.48 or 1.49. That's a good timing. So the last photo there got a bit of a better timing than the second actually. It's 58, 58, 59, pretty consistent photos. Starking with a 180, so there has to be a 60 in this run. We get good RNG at the start. She went down and to the right. High 59. He's using a different safe spot over here. I've memorized a lot of the safe spots, so I just pick one. Personally. Good RNG. Is he gonna go for it? Yeah, and I noticed something that probably almost no one else will notice, that he knows about the angling. Good RNG again. Does he really know about the angling? Maybe? Maybe he just panicked and didn't feel like he could try it. I think he does know about the angling though, because it seemed like it was deliberate that he went a bit left in the safe spot on the second photo, which is mirrored with Minoriko moving to the right on her second movement, which you always want to choose the angle you take the photo from inside the safe spot, mirrored from where Minoriko moved her second time. That is one of the small nuances. 184, so this is a big jump. 180 to 184. By the time you get to 184, unless you're resetting whenever you can't get 184 specifically, you've probably had 180 10 or 20 times at least. Like, you're gonna get 180 up the ass. Similarly, when I get my 186, I got 184 over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So 184. Okay, he did not get good RNG, so he's definitely gonna wait. That's good RNG right there. He's gonna have to... Yeah, he's in the right on the safe spot. It's a good angle. Aims the photo up a bit and gets a good timing. That was a late 1.5, I think, right? So that's good. That's good RNG, but not great. So we skipped it. That's pretty good RNG, but once again not great. She didn't go low enough. Bad RNG. Bad RNG. Good, but not great. She can go more to the side. That's really good, so that one you probably want to take. And he is angling it from the left, which is just right. He didn't get the 1.3 angle bonus. Got 1.29. And the timing was a bit early, which is why it was not a 61 or a 62. That's good RNG, but no, he doesn't go for it. That's a bit worse RNG, but maybe he felt more comfortable. Still good. Maybe he felt more comfortable with passing through the bullets, because passing through the bullets to get into the safe spot can be an issue, of course. So really high last photo, good first photo, mediocre second kind of was the issue. 186. This is a PB for me. Didn't get a 1.3 angle bonus there. That's a shame. Good RNG. Angling it from the right. 62. Good RNG again. Angling it from the right. 63. There we go. She just gave me good RNG 3 times in a row. That was nice. Usually, you have to wait a lot. Usually I have to wait a lot. This one time, I could just go. Alright. Next. Yeah. Next we do 8-3. Yeah, 8-3 then, because it's a big jump from all the way from level 1 to level 8. But those are the scenes we played. We played 2 level 8 scenes and 2 level 9 scenes. So first we have Galactaray or G-Ray. With 800. A lot of people that I know like this scene, and I also like this scene. Like people like this scene, but this scene isn't very popular on Royal Flair, apart from me and the other people I know that like this scene. So all right, it's basically he's trying to clear it, and he's trying to get some score while he does it, with no special plans or commitment, just straight up gameplay, no weirdness or anything. Big jump here to Graced with 1.8, so he's probably, you know, looked at some replays and figured out. Yes, absolutely. Probably, you know, figured out some kind of plans. I missed a nice shot. That would have been like what, 550, more or less. Oh, whoa! What is this? The fairies are at the top, and he's gonna. Wow! I've never seen that strategy before. Oh, he didn't get the 2 shots. Look, Aya is in the picture, but it doesn't count. Because the 2-shot requirement in this game is really strict. So he didn't get the 2-shot, that's a shame. Yeah, this is not a strategy I've seen before, but it's clear that this strategy can get, you know, 2.5 plus million for sure, with just he missed a 2-shot again, so like, see, he's missing big points, but the strategy itself can score. It can score. Maybe it's not as good of a score as some other strategies, but see, 550, it can score. So yeah, it is a score. 2.5 by Kumari, so it's another big jump. That's just how it is on this scene. If the photo scan gets pretty high on this scene, you can get 660 probably photos. I've had a bunch of 650s, meaning 3.25 million plus is possible. But I think 660 is possible, I just haven't seen it yet, which would make 3.3 million possible. Alright, so it's kind of mirrored. Yeah, it's kind of mirrored. The fires are really spread out. Spinning around. I'm gonna take a photo, okay. Like, if you want to score like a really high score, like 3 million, you basically, you do not want to go up and take any photos of Orin unless the fairies start all bunched up. Meaning that you have to take a lot of defensives. You have to take defensives until you can bunch up the fairies and without getting timed out. And once the fairies are bunched up and Orin is hopefully in a good position at the same time, then you can get good photos. Alright, so pretty consistent photos. They're all around 500, a bit over, a bit under. TSG 2.8 million. TSG, maybe TSG will get a 600 or somewhere. Okay, you could take that photo. Yeah, he's actually gonna do it. You could take this photo, it just won't have really high potential, but it's still well enough for his run. Yeah, you could take this as well. It's just not gonna be a 600, so he's gonna stall it. Like, I wouldn't take either of those photos, obviously, because I want high photos. Yeah, you could take this, but it's not gonna be amazing, no matter what you do. It can't. Only 512. Yeah, that photo was just kind of mistimed, and mistiming the photos on this scene really screws them up. Yeah, you could take that. Oh, he's gonna bunch up the fairies, or try to. Yeah, they're not very bunched up. Okay. Like, he seems to be trying to make the bullets be favorable in the picture, trying to do it, but having some issues with it basically. Yeah, he's trying. Look at that photo. Like the bullets are fired into the corner. So he's trying to set that up by leading the fairies in a certain way and then angling the photo in a certain way. Okay, you can take this photo. 600. There you go. There's a 600. All right, we've got 4 more runs of this. So there's a lot of players that scored this scene, like not just skimming the strats and just kind of freestyling it or whatever, but like a lot of people that actually tried to learn good photos. So next we have Sil. It was another 2.8, it said. Okay, so of course he's gonna have to lead the fairies on this. Leading them down into the corner, there we go. They're not super bunched up, but it's good enough. Okay, he's doing the hiatus style. And TSG was doing like homebrew, he was doing his own style. It's not quite like my style, it's not quite like hiatus style, it was his style. This is a decent bunch if he can get the angle right. Yeah, he understands. Like, you can't just do the same angle every time, you have to do it relative, it's geometry, you have to do it relative to the fairies. Okay, you could actually take this photo because she's so high up. No. He wants to bunch up the fairies more. That's a good bunch. This is super good. With my strat, I could get 650 on this, I think. But yeah, it's still 597. It's still good. With I mean, he was probably aiming for like 3 million at best. Whoa, 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 whoa! Watch out. He might not because of the timer. Yeah, he's gonna try. He's gonna take the photo. But like, normally you would wanna lead the fairies again on that. But yeah, obviously he's worried about time and he's worried about dying. Like when you lead the fairies around, you might die. You know, it's hard. Look at all these pellets. Look at all those pellets. It's scary. It is scary. Yeah, he does not want to lead the fairies well anymore. It is too scary. He's gonna try again though. No, he's gonna take that photo. He's too scared to lead the fairies again, and I understand why. You'll probably die to the pellets if you try it. Alright, next we've got some 3 mil runs. Street Machino. So we're gonna see some 600s.
Taikamori says.
Let's see what strats Street will do. I did not watch this replay, so I do not know. Very good. He knows how important it is to truly lead the fairies down into the bottom right corner. Whenever there are no bullets in the bottom right corner, try to lead the fairies all the way down there. Don't like rush going to the left. Like try to get them all the way down to the bottom right, and that will help you bunch up the fairies. And on that photo it looks like the bullets are in a pretty good composition, but the timing isn't quite perfect. Alright, this is good fairy spawning relative to Orin's position. Nice photo. Both of them have imperfect timings, but still well within acceptable range for 3 mil. Wow, look at that bunch. That is brilliant. Let's see how he handles this. See, look at that. Dude. He basically the angle at which Orin and the fairies, the angle of the invisible line between Orin and the fairies has to be adapted to when you set up for the photo. Meaning, the more if the invisible line between Orin and the fairies is like vertical, then you have to move a lot more horizontal to set up the bullets. Whereas if Orin is very far to the left and you have and the invisible line is more angled horizontally, then you have to tap less to create good bullet lines for the composition. So he definitely understood that when he took that photo, with how short his taps were. Oh yeah, that happened because he basically got walled by the pellets, and now he's pretty much screwed. He's gonna try to still finish the run, but yeah, look at these fairies. I mean, he can't get a good photo with this. So that's a shame. This basically, when I look at this, I know Street can get 3.1 million for sure. If basic things just need to go well the whole time, more or less. Next we got Kirby Comment. His score is very similar. Just like a 9.6 in Shoot the Bullet, actually, his score was like 500 points more. Here it's like 5,000. Very well bunched up. Bad RNG with Orin. That's a shame. But the fairies are so well bunched up that the photo still doesn't suck. Like, pretty shitty RNG, although not terrible. Just pretty mediocre, and still got a 616 out of it. Leading them into the corner, really nice. This is okay. Oh yeah, that was imperfectly done in terms of creating the bullet lines. So only a 592. That's not much better than the previous wave, but I guess he has no choice but to do it, so as to not get timed out. Bit better bullet composition that time. Timings are generally good. The first two look a bit better than the third though, in terms of timings. Pretty nice group, and Orin is in a pretty good position. Alright, here comes one of the big motherfuckers of the scene, is when you have to lead the fairies for the last photo like this. And he basically overleads them because he's worried about dying. He wants to lead them farther away from the right side so as to space out. Oh, this time he does it a bit more dangerous. If you space them out a bit more, you might survive, basically. 6:36 on the last, so saved by the bell there. And she was just about to time out and flee as well. Alright, and lastly, my run. It's a 3.1. I developed the strat I use myself. And it's a really good strat. I haven't found a better one. Nice bunch, good position. Looks like I moved a bit too much. Didn't quite get the geometry right. I thought the geometry was so that I should tap a bit more than I actually did. No, I thought I should tap a bit more than what I actually should have. Okay, not the best fairy bunching, but still pretty good, pretty fine. 611.
Whatever says, how many times can you lose the fairies before timing out?
6. And you're supposed to do 5. So you get 1 extra. So if you do 7, you get timed out. Unless maybe, I mean, Kirby Comet didn't get timed out there. Maybe he did 7. Maybe it worked for him because his defensives weren't spent in zoom mode for very long, which would spend more time from the timer. So maybe that's what. Maybe, yeah. I didn't actually check to see if he did 7. That's a really shitty photo, and it was done with hiatus style. But I'm worried about timing out, and when I was playing this, I wasn't going for a PB, I just wanted a score to submit, so I guess it's fine. But really, maybe I should go for a PB on this. Try to get 3.2 mil maybe. This looks good. Good RNG, good everything. Alright, can I... Nice. Alright, next we have 8-6.
Whatever says 643 holy.
Yeah, I want if I want 3.2 million, obviously I need 640 average, which is pretty hard, but I still think it's realistic. Just need good luck the whole time, and you can do it. Oh wait, who? Kumori. Okay, 700 by Kumori. Looks like this scene is one of those scenes that almost exclusively got more like higher submissions. Not a lot of people submitted something more like really half-assed on this. So 2 strats, 2 suns, and then a nice shot from kind of a horizontal angle actually on the yeah. It works. This angle only works because the timing is a bit delayed. You see how the nice shot is not 1.5 on the last 2 photos. If those nice shots were 1.5, the top sun actually would not have been included with this angle. TSG 800. TSG is gonna create 2 suns, and then TSG's angle is a bit different. It's a bit more on the vertical side, and if it's too much on the vertical side, you actually risk losing the top sun as well, so that's a problem that can happen. Nice. Nice. 1.5 boss shot and 1.5 nice shot on the last photo. Very nice. PCB truce 800 as well. Well, these are all 800s, which is minor jumps going up. But this scene is kind of it's not a very deep scene. For example, at the level me and Kirby Comet are scoring, it's just luck. Like, you get more score because you get a luckier photo. Like, that's what it comes down to at that point. Okay, so 829. Okay, so you see how Truce is spawning 3 suns before going up for the photo, and even though you can only get 2 suns in the photo itself, so you might think, well, what's the point of doing this? Isn't that just making it harder for no reason? Actually, like, just like the meme, actually, when you spawn 3 suns, you can get more bullets in the picture, because you get more leftovers. And it barely makes a difference. It's, like, a lucky photo that spawns only 2 suns will score more than an unlucky photo that spawns 3. So you can definitely spawn only 2 suns and still get a respectable score. But yeah, spawning 3 has a higher potential, and although it gets insanely hard on the last photo, yeah, he doesn't do it anymore on the last. He just does it on the first 4. It gets so hard on the last that it's honestly, you probably shouldn't do it on the last, unless you're super good at dodging. Don't even bother. You may as well just go for better luck with just a 2 sun strat. Nice. Streets Machino 842.
Kirby Comet
3 suns.
I managed the triple sun strat on the last photo twice.
Yeah, I don't get it very often.
Do not recommend.
I've probably done it more like 20. Like, I did it more with Hatate than with Aya. Probably more like 20. But I have what do I have? Like 5,000 photos with Aya and 7,000 with Hatate or something like that. So it's a lot of photos. Whoa. 207? Wasn't he just doing double? That's really lucky. It's triple on the first 2, and then double. 207 with double. Very lucky.
Wow.
Nice run. Alright. Big jump here. 875. Me and Kirby Com get good luck. Okay, he doesn't get lucky on the first photo. It's more like average luck. Yeah, his angle is good, his timing is good, his positioning is good. He gets good luck on the second photo. Very good luck, actually. Once again, great timing, positioning, and bus shot and angle. Whoa, lucky fourth photo. Very lucky fourth photo. Kind of mediocre luck on the third. And very lucky last photo with the double. So really good luck, really good run. Very, like, if you look at these photos, all these photos have perfect to near perfect timing. Like, I'm pretty sure all of these photos are on a first real-time frame. All of them. That is really solid. And I don't think he dropped any boss shot either, and he always got good angles. So, really solid run. And I got 881, and actually I did the free sun on all the photos, so our overall luck is probably comparable. I just decided to do the more dangerous strat on the last photo. I got a very lucky start here, very good luck on the first 2 photos. And perfect execution as well. I probably could have taken. I probably could have went for that, but for whatever reason I didn't. Yep, good execution, good, decent luck. 170 is slightly above average, I think. Not great. Not great luck on the fourth either. I mean, Kirby Comet got 196, right? But I got so lucky on the first two. that really did a lot for me. Good start. And I got a lucky final, if I recall. Yeah, we can't make it through all of that shit in time. It is not gonna happen. That one almost looked possible. I'm gonna time out if I fuck this one up, so now I have no choice but to go for it. And look at that, it gave me an opening, and it gave me an opening back, and voila, 210. Good run, no real execution mistakes either for either me or Kirby Comet. Looked basically perfect in terms of execution. Yeah, let's do hot at the last, so we'll jump to 9.6 now. So first we have Yeet with an 800. Yeet. Alright, so he's switching to a vertical right now. He's in vertical mode right now. Oh man. 1.12 angle, 1. Yeah, it's a survival run it's basically, this is a survival run that is like, well, I'm gonna try to do something, basically. Whoa, that was dangerous, dude. That was dangerous. So dangerous. The ending, so dangerous. Nice run though. Very scary at the end. But, I mean, who isn't scared by those lasers, those random lasers? TSG, look at this jump. 800 to 1.9 million by TSG. There's only 4 scores submitted for this category. Yep, he is copying BCF. BCF is the one who basically everyone is copying, as far as I know. With maybe some small details changed, but overall, that jelly bean face, for example, I pretty much do it like BCF, with maybe some small details that are almost impossible to see are changed. That looks like you can take a good photo right there. Yeah, 414 with that nice shot. By the way, guys, the nice shot is really hard to do on this scene. You have to count at a rhythm that gets interrupted by the fucking out of sync bullet spawns. It's really hard to count the rhythm on this scene. This looks like a good photo. Yeah, you got good luck really fast there, TSG. TSG does not care about getting green bullets on the 9 photo because it's too dangerous. TSG is like, fuck this with the lasers, like, fuck this. TSG wants the green face to work it out. Next we have me with 2.2. I aim up slightly on this photo to get squishy center during the nice shot. You just aim up for a few frames. Alright, that was an imperfect misdirect. That's an issue. No, what? That photo is supposed to be about 50% higher. But it's not. That's a shame. This face is gonna have to be... That photo isn't even that good. I didn't get great luck.
Kirby comment says, if you aim too much to the right, that's exactly what happens to that photo.
2, 4, 1. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. That's the nice shot rhythm you want on this scene. And it's so easy to go off rhythm because of the fucking round bullets screwing up your counting. You gotta be like a polyrhythm drummer to be comfy with this kind of counting. Yeah, I mean, I am Swedish, that's how I count.
Whatever says LUL.
And yeah, the runs for this scene tend to take a lot of time, because you need to wait on this phase for good RNG. That's just part of the game. You gotta wait. That RNG looks not amazing, but yeah, 393 is good. Whoa, I almost ran into some green bullets. I almost got unburfed. Right there. This looks good. This looks good. I want to take that. Yes. I knew it. I knew I'm smart and would take that. Oh, I fucked up that photo. That's right. I remember. I fucked up that stupid photo. And I fucked up that photo as well. Oh no. I fucked up a lot in this run. But the stretch from photo 6, 7 and 8, that was a good stretch, not gonna lie, that was a good stretch. It's just there's a lot of problems elsewhere.
People call out in extra for long
2.2.
But then you that takes twice as long as in X's longest spell text. Kirby comment says, aiming with vertical.
I mean, I think the waiting on this scene is overboard. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's I don't think it's a good thing. It's too much. Personally, that's just what I think. It's too much on this scene. But this scene is an extreme case. Like, very few scenes can compare to this one in terms of how much you have to wait. Good timing. Very early, nice shot. There's some good RNG going on up there, but there's just no way for him to get up there and take that take the shot. That's that one. No, because those bullets are gonna fade. So no, can't get a good angle on that. No, I wouldn't take that because the bullets are fading. No, I wouldn't take any of this.
Whatever says.
Maybe, but no, he didn't. That one was a possible. This one, yeah. You see, I was right to kind of second guess myself there, because it's only a 368, so it's like it's hard to say if that's worth it or not. Depends on your goal, I guess. This one he could take. Oh, the bullets were fading on the left. That's why it was a bit worse than I thought it would be. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice photo. Yeah, his last two photos are better than mine. I think our paces were probably similar when we started photo 9, but my photos at the end sucked. Good run, good run. He didn't have as strong of a stretch from photo 8 to 9, but he didn't fuck up photo 3. Like, my photo 3 was fucking terrible. Next we only have the Hatate scenes left, just 2 scenes left. So, Hatate, we're gonna start with 9-2 then. And we have to start it first so that it changes the character display. It's a bug in the game. Alright, we start with Yeet, getting 600, and look at these jumps. 600, 600, and 1.6, 1.6, 1.7, 1.7, 1.7. So definitely gonna be some differences in the strats here. Yeet, he's gonna... He does like a mini spin. A very small spin. Okay, he does not take it. He does not take a defensive there. He does the mini spins. I guess he'll do 3 mini spins and 2 verticals on the blue hearts. Oh, that's not a 2 shot. He has some issues with the 2 shots. You can see how Hatate seems to be visible, but it does not count. Because it's strict. You have to be more visible than that for it to count as a 2 shot. Galacta Ray scoring almost the exact same score. He's doing a mini spin too. They're doing the same thing. But they're not... He didn't quite take the photo the same way. Okay, he's taking a defensive. He wants to do more mini spins. These mini spins are cute. There's something cute about these mini spins. Okay, he's not getting a 2 shot as well. It's just the photo is too far from Hatate. Some more mini spins. No 2 shots. He's probably gonna miss all of them at this rate. Like, learning to get 2 shots with Hatate is not just magic, you know. You have to learn how the controls work. There we go, there's a 2 shot. And he's dead. Oh, what a shame.
To learn the technique for this scene.
Kumori with 1.6 million. 1.6 million means you're following the strat. You're just not doing it perfectly. You're doing it. You're doing the strat. Like, you can... I mean, you can do the strat and get, like, fucking 1.2 mil if you're really, like, not doing it very good. But really, when you do this strat, you have to really fix all the problems in order to start seeing mid and high 1.7s. Okay, so spinning really like very tall spins rather than wide spins, which you actually want the spins to be a bit wider. Okay, Quish is really far to the right. That's a problem. 355, better on that. So the photo, each photo is worth more than the one that came before it, but the potential only goes up by something like 15,000 or something like that. So 355 is better. Okay, that 355 on the 4th was definitely the best photo. Truce with another 1.6. See, Truce is streaming more wide. Truce is treating this as like a widescreen television, super wide. Look at this wideness. And Truce is like not using diagonals much, just more like right down, left up, right down, left up, like a robot that wants to create like a widescreen television. Look at this, like a robot. And it's not perfect, but it's working pretty well. And he's also, when he takes the photo, I think I told him about like kind of how this works. There's a lot of stuff you need to get right when you're about to take the photo, and it's hard to explain all of that, so I don't think I can explain all of it just like that. But basically, you have to move in a very specific way and take the photo in a very specific way to really start seeing good photos. Even if you have a good spin on the way there, like if you don't get the photo right, then you know it's stupid. And you have to move in a very specific way to get all the pink bullets before the photo and stuff. So you have to switch the focus speed at the right time. You can't go down too much, you can't go up too much, you can't go left too much, you can't time it wrong, you can't angle it wrong. Oh, you can't time your spin wrong, you can't time your end wrong. Everything has to be right. PC. No, wait. Oh no, yeah, that was the one I just was. So Streets with 1.7. It's a pretty big jump from 1.66 to 1.73. That's a pretty big jump. Because the max potential for this scene is like a low 1.8. It doesn't get any better than that. He delayed his start spin a bit. That was a good photo. Maybe he delays the start spin a bit on purpose because he feels more comfortable that way. If you start spinning early or late, it kind of changes the way you have to spin. Good third photo. Yeah, he is consistently delaying his starting to spin, so that's part of his strategy. Yeah, that feel when the 4th is lower than the 3rd. Alright, so he kind of dropped the ball a bit on the 4th there, but other than that, pretty damn good. It's hard, like it is very easy to slip up, make a small mistake, and suddenly you're losing from your photos. And this is one of those scenes where it's really hard to tell what is even wrong with your photos. You can't explain it with words because there's so many details. It's so hard to know. Okay, Kirby comment. He starts spinning slightly earlier than Streets. So he's not using Streets' style of delaying the starting sprints. Nice second photo. 335. Good mixture of wideness and tallness. I like the way he spins for the photo itself. Like this spin right here, that spin for the photo itself. He does it really well. That spin is really important that you do it just right. Oh, this spin is really big. Maybe this one is too big.
Seaman
Yeah, that spin is too
says,
big. He has to use a defensive.
sounds like I unpaused just in time for the cock inspection. Seaman Perry says, length good, thickness good.
I didn't even think of that. Good last photo as well. 384 is good. So this is a pretty balanced run overall, but the first picture is the weakest, and the third picture is the second weakest in this run. My run is a bit higher once again. Not the PB by me. I have a 1.77 from before. But I did not feel like I wanted to try to beat that, because that run is good already. Bad second photo for me. Looks probably the rest of the run has to be pretty good at this rate for it to be 1.75, so probably the rest of it will be pretty good. It's a good third photo. And yeah, the time, you can see that timing was a 1.48. That's actually not bad at all. You want the timing to be just like the scene 1.4. You want the timing to be a late 1.5 nice shot or an early 1.4, so a 1.48 or 1.49. That's a good timing. That's better than an early 1.5. Okay.
Brazilian Brain says, just looking at all the things that end up coming into play for the photo is pretty wild.
Yeah, there's so much going on, man, on this. This is a really fun scene to learn. But it is confusing. It's like frustrating to not know what is wrong. You have to think. You have to use your brain. But it's fun. It's like a puzzle. It's just like a puzzle. Okay, so pretty balanced run overall, but the second photo is a bit weak on this run. So if the second photo was up to snuff, we could have a 1.76 on this run instead. All right, last scene coming up. Yeah, 12-4. We've got 7 submissions, and looks like the submissions for this scene are generally pretty strong. Not a lot of people submitting like more half-assed things. Pretty strong all around. But we have Galactaray, who rushed in his scores on the last day. Like, he probably did everything all in one session, you know. So Galactaray, 400k.
Sakurai says,
He got a 2-shot on the first photo.
only scene I really played.
He's got 2 shots so far. Okay, he got a nice shot instead of a 2-shot on that one.
He only didn't submit.
Okay, now he's switching to verticals because it's just getting too hard. So he was kind of scoring on the first 3, and then was like, well, I just want to submit a run, you know, just finish a run. All right, Star King, 1 million. 1 million is a good benchmark. It's a good beginner, like good starts. 1 million is always a nice round number. Oh, is he gonna do all front shots? Okay, he's doing all front shots. That makes the 1 million score a bit better actually than if he was using some back shots. 1 million would be, you know, a lot farther from the potential of what you can get. Ooh, that 5th front shot was kind of messed up, but yeah, it's a basic front shot run. Each photo is worth more than the last, so in this run I would say the weakest photos are actually the last 2. Especially the 5th, of course, is the weakest. And the stronger photos are like this. The 1st, 2nd, and 4th are the stronger photos in this run. And yeah, an all front shot run can still score a lot better than this, but like it's So basically on the scene, when you're doing front shots, you have a completely different timing to time the picture. You're instead of taking a nice shot, which you can only do from behind, if you want a 2-shot as well, of course. You take a photo from the front earlier when there's more bullets included in the picture, so a front shot gets more base value, but it loses the 1.5 multiplier, so that's the difference. So back shots are better. Kumori, another 1 million. Okay, so Kumori does back shot. See, it scores more. Okay, and then she switches to front shots. So 1 back shot and then front shots. It's like you have to, when you're scoring on this scene, you know you have to ask yourself, like, how many back shots can I do? Because each back shot is gonna be harder than the one that came before it, which the first 3 are all kind of similar in difficulty. The 4th starts adding another dimension to what you have to do to make the back shot work, and then the 5th gets way crazier than the 4th, and then the 6th gets even crazier still. So as long as you're doing less than 4 back shots, it's not so much that you have to learn new strategies when you do more back shots, and it's more about just that it's harder to do back shots in general, so you have to reset more. Okay, Sakurai with 1.1 million. So Sakurai starts with the back shot, of course, with 1.1 million. You're probably not doing all front shots anymore.
I could have 3.
Okay, Sakurai is doing 3 back shots, and his boss shots are actually pretty bad. He's really worried about losing 2 shots, and he's really worried about getting really close and dying. He just did 4 back shots, man. The 4th back shot requires a... Okay, so he did 4 back shots, which is really hard to do. But like, look at these boss shots. Like, look at all these photos. Look at the distance between Hatate and the border of the picture. Like, look on photo 5 and photo 6. There is so much empty space between Hatate and the border of the picture, right? That's empty space. You want to be closer to Hatate to have the photo higher so that you get more bullets. And you don't do that by getting closer to Niue. No, you do it by switching your move speeds. What you do is you switch to focus speed right at the end before you get close to Niue, and then you let go of focus speed right before you die to the knives, and then you take a picture right before you die to the knives. And then the photo will be, the distance between Hatate and the edge of the photo will be cut short, and you'll get a much better boss shot, and these front shots will be much better. So if he just kind of gets that down better, he can start going for 1.3 million runs with 4 back shots for sure. Okay, so next we have Kirby Comet 1.2. Good timing. That was an early nice shot. Good timing again. Good timing 3 times in a row. It's like first frame, all of them. Switching to front shot. See, he's getting a higher score with 3 front shots. See, that last front shot was good, because you see how he switched to focus speed right before the photo, right? It's to guide the camera. It's to, like, where the camera lens is when you're not even zooming the camera yet is dependent on the inputs you use. And focusing, charging, and unfocusing will all do different things to the camera lens. So that's why you have to switch to focus speed at the end. Okay, so you see how the distance is much shorter for Kirby Comet on these front shots, and that is helping him. But he's getting he's not getting the timings quite right on the 4th and 5th, and his RNG is bad. Like, Niue is not moving good on those 2 photos. Next we have Street Machino 1.3. Another early Good early timings once again. Like, one of the things that makes this scene hard is that it's very strict with the nice shot timing. If you don't get that 1.5 nice shot, you lose so much base points from it. And even if you don't get if you don't even get an early 1.5 nice shot, you lose a lot of base points. So like, every frame matters. He got 200 plus on all the front shots. Good. First 3 photos are good. The front shots are a bit worse, but still, like the front shots. It's so easy to lose a lot of points on both the back shots and front shots. It's hard to optimize them. And me 1.3. I think I did 4 back shots on this run rather than 5. I did 5 on my PB, but I didn't have time to finish one with 5. I was trying to do one with 6 for a while, but this pace is amazing, by the way. This is a brilliant pace. But my front shots are kinda shit. These back shots though, they're really good. The third and the fourth are both really good. And the first is pretty good too. And yeah, you see how the distances on the front shot are just right. Like, Hatate's feet are just barely in the picture, and that's basically perfect. That's about as good as you can hope to get it. That was it. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed watching all these replays for both Shoot the Bullet and Double Spoiler. I hope I didn't miss any, I hope. No, I'm pretty sure that was all of them.
Whatever says, great tourney.
Yeah, dude, I'm really pleased with how many people participated.
Nice replays.
Yeah, we got like, what was it? 21 participants, I think.
Seeing all the different photo styles.
A lot of people didn't submit for more than a few scenes, but
good job.
I'm still gonna count. You know, I'm still gonna count every, like, there was no rule that you had to play every scene or anything like that. So I'm gonna count each participant equally, regardless of how many scenes they submitted for. Like, it's everyone that played, and it pleases me a lot to see 21 people. It's way more than I thought there would be. So, really pleased with that.